Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next lesson in the pre-intermediate class. We have a very interesting section to discuss. We're going to look at grammar. We're going to look at the past continuous. It's right here. We're going to look at very important prepositions, at, in, and on. I'm going to help you distinguish between those. All right, vocabulary you can see here, at, in, and on. We're going to look at that now. Let's go ahead and answer these together. I'm going to help you. We have here 1972. What do you think? In 1972, I was living where? In London. I wasn't, but someone was. So in London. What about the next one? He was at, in, or on. Normally we say at university. He was at university. On Sundays, oh, sorry, I said it. On. On Sundays. Now, what about number 4? Take a look at number 4. Let's do it together. We were walking in the gardens, in or at the gardens, no, in the gardens in autumn. In America, we would say in the autumn, in the fall, actually, we would say in the fall. So we have a very different, in the fall is what the Americans would say, but Brits say in autumn. In autumn, Americans say in the fall. So a little bit different. All right, now these prepositions we're going to look at straight away, and these are really important because we use these prepositions all the time. So let's go ahead and look at them. We have a chart here. In this chart, acts or functions like a grammar guide. So use the pictures, use this chart to aid you or help you remember. So these are the rules as well. So take a look. 1, 2, and 3. You can pause the recording, look at your workbook and decide which one goes which. And then you can start to memorize them. Everything with on, you say like this. Everything with at is, so there are 3 different types. You can see how they divide themselves out. And it's worth remembering and studying and repeating this little graph. And you're going to be helped by the audio file 210. We're going to practice more of these with an extended set of options with about, with, to, of. So we have a bit more, but we're still going to focus on at, in, and on. So go ahead and answer those. Take them very carefully. Take this exercise carefully, because when you miss them, I want you to get the right answer from the answer key if you need to, or from the audio file, and repeat all the ones you miss. Repeat, repeat, repeat until you have it in your brain, in your mind. This is how it sounds. This is how it is. I arrived at the hotel. I arrived at the hotel. You just repeat it until it sounds natural. So we're going to move down to the grammar, past continuous. This is our focus today. Past continuous, and you can look here. I'm going to read A for you. In 1972, Jane was living in London, and she was working for an advertising agency. When Cartier-Bresson took the photo, Jane and her boyfriend were looking at an owl in a tree. Do you know what an owl is? They always ask the same question. Who? That's it. Who? Not what, not when, not where, but who. All right, if you look at the highlighted verb, then you can now begin to understand the rules, which we're going to look at in the grammar bank. An action in progress at a specific moment in the past. She was living and she was working. This is 1972. And then we have a situation at the beginning of a story. When they took the photo, so this happened while they were looking. So this is the background action. They were looking at an owl and a photo was taken. So the background action is looking and the photo is one moment in that whole period of looking. And so that's how we use past continuous and past simple together. We're going to look at that in more detail right now, because here is to be. To be or not to be? Well, we have to be, and so we're going to do it. I'm going to be your audio files today. At 8:45 on Saturday, I was walking in the park. This is an action, look below, in progress. The birds were singing. It wasn't raining. In progress. Was it raining when you got up? No, it wasn't. What were you doing at 11 o'clock last night? I was watching TV. I was watching TV. This was something in progress. And we often describe the situation at the beginning of a story in past continuous. In 1972, I was living in London. It's very common to use past continuous when you're beginning to tell a story. And as I mentioned before, you can use both of them together when you have a background action and one moment action. So we were walking in the gardens when he took a photo. So he took a photo here, but we were walking for 2 hours. The photo lasted 10 seconds. My sister arrived at that moment when we were having lunch. We had lunch for 30 minutes. She arrived in the middle. So she arrived, simple past. We were having or eating lunch for 30 minutes. That's past continuous. All right, you're going to now do these exercises. Take them seriously. Read them out loud. I don't know if you're doing that, but when you do your homework, read the sentences out loud for pronunciation. It's another level of understanding the language. And then, of course, check your answers below. And you check them in the proper, here we go, I think right here. All right. Now we have listening. Here's another, we're not going to do 213. We're going to go right to the listening and pronunciation. This is something the audio files are going to help you with. You're going to look at the photos below from Anya's Instagram, and you're going to try to determine what Anya is thinking and what the other people are thinking. So you have 6 photos and you're going to listen to the sentences and write the sentences. So first you're going to talk with your speaking partner about what do you think they're thinking? What's Anya's thinking? So you're reading people's minds. Then in B, you're going to dictate. So you're going to listen and write down what they're saying. This is really helpful. Great exercise. All right, listen again. What words are stressed? What words are not stressed? Stressed, unstressed. Stress also means being nervous. Don't stress about the stressed words. Finally, writing. You're going to talk to your partner about these things. Now, I'd also like you to send me a short audio message, 1 or 2 minutes, answering one of these questions. Send it to my Instagram, record a message and say, hello, Professor. I'd like to answer the first question. I don't post much on Instagram, but I like when you post, or say whatever you want to say. A minute or 2, and I'm ready to listen. I'm really interested. And it's great practice, and it helps to improve your speaking. All right, as we move down, I believe that's it. So you've got that much to do. I want to wish you well, happy studying, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.